The problem today with most believers in Messiah and Christ is that they don't understand who they are. It's an identity crisis.
The whole time that I was growing up in the church, and I'm most grateful for all the biblical instruction I received with my Christian upbringing, there were certain questions that could never get answered to any degree of satisfaction. Specifically, those questions of what is my identity? I'm an American who loves Jesus Christ. Well, what does that mean ultimately? Why am I created and on this earth? And that's the big question. Well, now I have a much better answer. It's understanding my identity not just as an American who follows Jesus, no, but as a Hebrew. Because of Jesus, because of Yeshua of Nazareth, I have crossed over from death to life. And the identity that I was born with has been renewed or made completely new. I'm now Hebrew. I'm now a son of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, just as much as one who had been physically born into the family. What we must do is take ownership of that. Take ownership of that identity. Now search the scriptures, make sure you understand it for yourself, and then act on it. When you read those stories in the Old Testament of the patriarchs and the kings and the prophets and all, it's not just some nice historical narrative. Now that is our family story. When you read the scriptures like that, it is transformative. Just as transformative as the messages of the gospel of salvation in Jesus Christ that I learned when I was growing up. It radically reorients your understanding of the whole world. This is a message that I want people to know, because once you understand it, once you have internalized it, once you begin to walk it out, then you see, for one thing, all those Jews over there are not people who need to be saved. No, they're people who need to be supported and loved because they've held on to the land and the promises and the covenant while we have gone to squander our inheritance. It radically transformed your understanding of the nations of the earth and how to pray for those nations, because ultimately you want to see the restoration of God's nation, and you want to see a change to this Babylonian world order that we've been living in for the last 5,000 years. When you see the injustices of things like human trafficking and like abortion on demand and the outrage of same-sex marriage and all these erosions of our freedoms that we've seen in America over the last few years, you understand that that's just a manifestation of this rebellion that we've had against our Creator since the beginning, and that the only way to fix that is to come back to His standard, which is His Torah that's never changed, and to do that by the opportunity offered through the grace He's given in Messiah. So take ownership of that, and then see what will happen next. Then you'll know what to do step by step. This is a process, but start there, figuring out who you are.